3, 2, 1. Welcome to Credit Zero.
Welcome to Credit Zero! We're After School Arcade. Our name is After School Arcade, and the podcast is called Credit Zero.
Yay!
Welcome, everybody.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It's the December episode.
Wait, does that mean the month of...
Christmas?
Oh, God.
Charisma?
Was that why you plopped these fucking presents on our
I
laps?
did. I got the three of these folks presents.
Yeah.
3 presents as well, not
Three
just
presents.
Yeah,
one.
you got us all fucking like a stack of things. Hold on, check this out. There's a little bag here. There's what's definitely soap. And then there's a big ass package.
Oh,
That's good. That hurts my ears.
that's so awful.
Okay.
You're into ASMR.
Shall we? Okay. We can do this in waves. Why don't you just open the soap first?
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're admitting it. Now you're admitting it.
Boy, if
That
this is
so-
anyone's first episode, they're probably very confused.
Just open the soap.
All right, yeah, it's Christmas month, so Luke got us gifts, and it's very kind.
In case this is anybody's first episode, hi, my name is Drew.
Oh fuck, yeah, thank you. Hi, my name is Paul.
My name is Daryl.
My name's Luke.
All right, let's open these.
Oh, what a blast from the past!
It's a physical version.
It's a physical version of goat's milk.
Goat's milk soap.
Does this one smell as edible as the last one did?
I'm not eating this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that one on the table
how long
right
ago
now.
was
You
this?
didn't have to eat the last one
Was
either.
it 4 years ago? 5
Oh,
years
thank
ago?
God.
Yeah.
Luke got us all
Bubble bath.
bubble bath.
Goat's milk bubble bath for a luxurious.
Time.
But like when you looked at the label, I think you had to like look for the word bubble bath. It just said like the brand name and then fresh goat's milk, and then somewhere else it said bubble bath. So we all thought he just got us like a drink, but
And that's why I drank it, I think.
yeah. But now we have like a bar soap of goat's milk.
It's
It
the
does
original
smell pretty
formula.
good.
Drew, how much money would it take for you to take a bite?
I am not eating soap. I have not said a naughty word yet today.
Just
You
say,
sure?
just say
A,
fuck.
a naughty word.
No,
Go ahead, say
no,
it.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not gonna swear this whole podcast. And if I do, I will take a bite of the soap.
Bro,
Oh.
don't take that bet. Don't do that.
You want me to eat the soap? Why are you arguing with me?
Because
Drew,
that's you are
Friends
playing
don't
with
let
fire.
friends don't let friends gamble like that. Dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm more nervous now somehow. I wanted you to take a bite of the soap, and now I'm nervous.
But
Yeah,
now that
you-
it's too real.
You goated him into it.
That's clever. All right, fuck that. Let's open the bags now.
The bag?
Bags.
Yeah.
It's like a bag.
Yeah, milk day, dude. Goat's milk day, if you will.
Milk day.
All right.
Oh my god, it's more goat milk!
I fucking hate you. Oh my god. Okay, so it's a second bar of identical goat's milk in the.
Did you only get one?
What's in the package? Is it just a bunch of goat's milk bars? I'm ruining the prestige, right? I'm opening
Are
this.
you just gonna rip it straight? Okay.
100%. I don't trust Luke anymore. Bro, I swear to God,
Is there more?
we didn't question why they all smelled like goat's milk. What fools we were.
Yeah.
Oh, well, one of them is.
Yeah, could I have that book back actually?
He got us books taped to goat's milk.
Yeah, I just wanted a different shape.
Hold on, Daryl, how many goat's milks did you get in your bag?
2.
And Paul, did you get 2 as well?
No, I got the one.
Oh.
Oh,
You can
Paul.
look at the.
Oh, okay, yeah, got it.
Okay, so Paul got 1 in the bag, but 2 in the bush.
I'm glad that you. Boy, I can't wait until these are away and our audio is
I
cleaner.
know, this is so scuffed. We're gonna have to cut this whole part out.
That would be funny if it's just sort of like, hey, editor me here. Here's what happened.
Just give a play-by-play.
This
I
book.
can't get it!
Yeah,
The tape is too strong.
This book is called The 1930s, the
Hold on,
Holton
let me
Getty
finish
Picture
this and then-
Collection.
and then start
you're being
talking.
so fucking loud right now.
Let me finish and then you can start talking.
Why are you being so fucking loud?
Okay, go.
This book is called 1930s, the Holton Getty Picture Collection by Nick Yap.
I got a
So thick!
I got a shipping supplies specialist magazine of largest in stock variety of poly bags.
In stock,
Oh, yeah.
so it's not even like timeless.
That's
it's like,
the no, it's the Uline catalog. If you ever work at a business you will probably get a Uline catalog once in your life.
Did you go dumpster diving for this?
No, this is. I mean, I'd like that book back.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. I'm excited about mine.
Yeah.
110 nature
No,
hotspots.
I just got you guys so.
Wait, do
You
you
can
actually?
keep. You can keep that one. That's a catalog.
Are you actually serious? You want the other books back?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke.
You're
Here,
welcome.
for you.
You're welcome.
You just got a soap again. Daryl was on. Wait, it was you, Daryl, wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
like,
it was
you
that
just got
one,
a
the
soap.
one bar. It like gave it away, but that was
No,
very,
no, like on the walk downstairs, you were like, it's probably just soap again. Is it you or is it Drew?
It was not me.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
you, dude. You called it from the very beginning, before you even saw the shape of the packet, the soap shape of the packages.
I love that. I love it. It's a wonderful gift, Luke. And even though
Beamer.
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 Even though I gave away the goat's milk bubble bath, and I probably will give away this goat milk soap
Well,
as
3
well.
of them, and then keep one.
Yeah, for cooking, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll just like put it in a pot of boiling water for a second.
That
Melt it
umami
down.
flavor.
Yeah,
I'm actually upset at how stupid and useless this book is.
I read those. The Uline catalogs are really good.
It's not stupid and useless.
Well,
read
congratulations.
those?
Merry
That's
Christmas,
no,
Daryl.
no,
Yeah,
I can't.
I
I already
read
have
the
one.
Elon
I already
catalogs.
have one in my house.
Do you? Luke, take this back.
Sure. You want it?
No.
Bring it to work.
I have more interesting things to do.
Fuck you.
Oh, Drew! Wow,
Are you gonna just sit there and take that?
No, Drew was the one who gave it.
No, but he said fuck you in response.
Oh, he said "fuck you." Oh,
Yeah,
Drew! Oh, Drew!
The spotlight is back on you, my friend.
Where's the clap back?
Yeah,
Luke,
Yeah.
despite everything, I think you're a wonderful person.
that's a
you.
lie.
Oh my
Come
God.
You're a little
on.
shit.
All right,
You're
cut
a
the commercial
dipshit.
break. All right, there we go.
All right,
It's just
sweet.
a
Do you
Uline
have
commercial.
foot fungus?
So do I. Cut back.
Request a Uline catalog.
Fuck that.
We got everything.
All right, so we are. We never established this, I don't think, officially. We're in an improv troupe, and we record this podcast as a little side hustle. You know, I do it purely for the money. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah.
And we sometimes
Gotta
get.
grind.
We
Yeah,
sometimes
this is
get.
our passive income stream.
Yeah, dude. I don't know about you. I'm on that grind set. You know what I'm saying?
That Sigma grind set.
Yeah. Out of all of us, haven't we declared that Daryl's the Sigma?
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
all got a little Sigma in us. We all got a little bit of that dog in us.
Is Sigma a scale?
I have no fucking
It's
clue.
Eat the soap! Eat the soap!
Oh yes, it didn't take long, did it, Drew?
I thought I was gonna make it way farther than that.
Eat the soap!
I couldn't even get to like the first topic.
Oh, he's reaching in.
Are you coming to the gym?
It doesn't have to be a big bite, but it does have to be a bite.
Yeah, I
You
know.
yourself set the
You can
parameters.
Just a little mouse bite.
It is
Little-
really smooth. Like it's.
Can we
like
take a
nice,
picture,
like-
maybe?
Yeah,
Of
I'll
Drew
get a picture.
We need-
I don't even think I went on airplane
It
mode. I
smells
did
like
not.
my grandma's house.
Did anyone else go on airplane
I
mode?
did.
Yeah, we all did.
Man, I suck. All right,
Man.
Your phone, the one that's fine.
Hey, Paul, do we want to admit right now that we're sitting on the same place you slept?
We can if you want.
We
Drew will be elated at the change of topic.
yeah. Distract, Daryl.
All right. Am I taking photos or am I taking a video?
Video.
take a
might be
video,
good.
yeah.
Video. All right. So this is Drew. He swore on the podcast after saying he wouldn't, and he made the explicit bet that he would eat this. I tried warning you for the record.
we all
know,
did, Drew.
We did.
All right.
yeah.
Lean into the mic and take a bite because I want to hear you go.
It's not
"Bleh."
gonna like.
I want to hear you go. "Bleh."
Right up
the
here.
crunch.
Right up here.
There's
right
no
up here.
crunch. You're not gonna hear it. There's a hair on it. Hold on. There's a,
From
It's
the
a fr-
manufacturer.
it's a fresh.
I'd like to call fraud. There's a hair on my.
there's a hair in my
That's
food.
probably goat hair.
Oh, that makes it so much worse.
I know.
big bite.
Why
dude.
did I say this? It's not gonna be a big bite.
It'll be a nibble, but
Oh man.
Get it over with. 3, 2, 1.
oh,
What is it? What first
See the
impressions?
teeth, Mark.
Oh, I can see the teeth.
There's a garbage
feeling,
over
dude?
there. There's a garbage right there.
Oh, there was still a piece in there.
I feel.
My eyes are watering.
Was that good, dude?
No.
That's what sex with me is like. Never forget.
Leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
I feel vicariously grossed through you.
How you feeling, dude?
It's beautiful.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
for that,
Drew.
I'm not gonna talk for the rest of the podcast because I said one thing and I like fucked myself over, so I'm not doing that again.
Does this stack? You just said you fucked yourself.
No,
up.
it doesn't stack.
In that case, you can swear as much as you want, Drew. Man, I was thinking like I'm gonna be have to be vigilant on Drew this entire podcast, and then you were like, "Yeah, no fucking way," and I was like, "Oh, sweet."
You can take it easy from now on.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be an easy episode. Speaking
I
of,
said that with full confidence. I thought I was going way hard, like way farther than that.
I'm not gonna
so
lie.
disappointed in myself.
I really thought you'd go longer too. I thought it was gonna be like an hour in, and it's like you said like ass, and we'd have to debate.
Like, is that a swear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we learned about Drew today. Is Drew doesn't last.
No.
Except in bed.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
fine.
Getting
All
rid of the double on top. I'm sticking up for you. You ate soap when you said you'd eat soap, and I honestly thought you'd crap out of it.
Yeah.
So
I thought you'd
gonna
eat
stick
shit, but you ate soap.
I ate soap. I would rather eat soap than shit.
Yeah. No. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, first question of the night, not even coming from an audience member. Would you rather eat soap or shit?
Soap.
Team soap.
So
I've never
absolutely.
eaten shit, so I'd like to try it.
You'd like to try it, or you would if you had a gun pointed at your
If I had to choose between the two, I'd be like, well, I want a new experience.
Can you say that in a very clear voice? I've never eaten. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I've never eaten shit, but I'd like to try it.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So we got 3 for Team Soap, 1 for Team Shit.
Can you put a little bit of reverb on that one?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, dude.
I've never eaten shit, but I'd like to try it.
All right, so yeah,
Maybe slow it down to like 0.75.
I don't want to do that. It's just gonna distort the audio.
like to try
my nastiness.
That is nasty, isn't it?
It sure is, dude.
Yeah,
That's why we
Daryl.
got you to repeat it.
But I mean, come on, like eating ass, eating shit, like that's very similar, isn't it?
No. It's coming from a seasoned ass eater. The appeal of eating ass is that someone has washed beforehand and that there's no chance of shit.
That's the appeal.
It's not.
No.
You're not getting like, oh, I can't wait to get a little bit of shit.
Yeah, I was about to say if you blow someone, you're not like, oh man, I hope they pee.
Well, pee is not gross. Pee is sterile. Like we all know, pee is fine.
If I blow someone and they pee without warning, I will take my mouth off their dick and say, that's gross.
Okay,
Yeah,
but that
drink
also
pee. Drink pee right now.
Drink pee right now.
I don't have pee.
If you
okay?
swear for the rest of the podcast,
It's the opposite for me. Pee is sterile, first of all, and then second of
You're
all,
defending this still,
And
huh?
second of all, if in this scenario, if you're giving a blowjob, that's you know the it's like a flap. It's like either cum or pee. It's not both. You can't pee with like you know when you're like
I'm not. I don't think Paul
aroused.
I don't think Paul was implying that the orgasm was pee.
I'm just saying that if someone peed during a blowjob, it's gross.
Yeah, it is gross, but it's impossible. It's physically impossible for
It's
that to
not
happen.
physically
Yes, it
impossible.
is.
I've been on
Yes,
the
it
internet
is.
long enough to know that that is not physically impossible.
You can be hard and pee, but if somebody's giving you a blowjob, that is, you know, you're getting stimulated. It doesn't work that way.
Maybe they're
okay?
really bad
It
at
doesn't work that
blowjobs.
way.
Yes, it does. What are you talking about? People
No,
can pee
it's-
whenever they want. It's a free country.
It's cum or it's pee. Your body does one, or it prepares for one or the other.
It's not like. Okay, but if you're getting a blowjob and you're not anywhere near the breaking point, you still can pee.
This is okay, maybe.
Why is this related to
Maybe,
whether you would
okay.
eat shit or soap?
I don't know. You related it to like something that was like supposed to be similar, but in
Yeah,
fact,
it's
like,
because, yeah, when you're
this
eating
scenario
ass-
is not really. It's like barely possible. Like
I
this
am-
is like very, very rare.
I am very turned off by shit and would still eat ass because to me, the shit, believe it or not, is not the pleasure.
Okay.
What is the pleasure?
The pleasure is like the stimulation of your partner.
Yeah.
It's the same reason like some people enjoy giving blowjobs, really.
The pleasure is putting your tongue in the hole.
There is like a tactile sensation there, I won't lie.
Okay. I've never had my ass eaten, nor have I eaten ass.
You're missing out on both regards.
Okay.
I've done both.
Mine is sick.
You've
though.
done both?
I've done both. I put my nose in an ass too.
Your nose?
Yeah.
You put it inside the ass.
Yeah.
How was that?
Didn't smell great, but
Like maybe it'll be like a little dick is penetrating.
Yeah.
So this month
That neck action.
I'm reminded of the fact that there's someone who listens to the podcast to vet the sections where their child could listen for when we answer their question. And
Because
I
their
am
child comes to the show and asks questions for the podcast.
Yeah, and I'm so fucking disappointed in us right now.
I didn't know that.
Because this person's just sitting there going, yeah, for everyone who is listening to this over their morning coffee and has put it down and said, you know what, I don't need this right now. Completely fair
Lost
enough.
their appetite.
Merry Christmas, one and all. Let's get to the questions.
And happy holidays and Hanukkah and non-denominational whatever.
Kwanzaa, Festivus,
Kwanzaa, yeah, happy New Year for Muslims.
Muslims.
You didn't have to say it like that, dude.
It's okay. It's my culture.
Is it?
I was a practicing Muslim for a while. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, well, yeah, you mentioned it on the podcast before.
Yeah, but did you guys remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, so
I'm gonna ask the first one.
sometimes
You
in-
pray every day?
I did pray for a
5
while.
times a day? Face
I-
Mecca?
I
Face Mecca?
I didn't.
Yeah, do you go to Salat, dude?
I go to Salami.
I think that's haram.
Yeah. One time I was at work and there's a little fenced off area where we like keep like some official stuff that like money stuff, and people should not members should not be back there. And one time there was a woman in a hijab who came over to me and she's like, "Can I go in there and pray?" And I'm like, "No." Can we? We could talk to a manager and find a different place.
Question: how would your answer have changed if she said, "Can I go in there and pre"?
That doesn't.
Just be quick about it.
That's permissible.
Yeah.
So sometimes during shows, people ask us during our intermissions little questions. on
Every
little cue
time.
cards.
Every time.
Every single time.
Yeah, not
and so here are some of them, and we're gonna do it speed run
Passing it back to
style.
me.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is from Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Hi, Eric. We don't know who you are. You've never come to our shows.
Oh, really? I've seen him. Give me a death glare right now. All right, can you ask the question, please?
Were there any films that piqued your interest in comedy? What were they?
Many, very many, and even
Yeah,
though
how much
a lot
time
of
do you have?
yeah, even though a lot of
Pokemon.
even though a lot of comedy films are bad, I
Yeah,
find
yeah.
there are lots of many. The first one that influenced my life in a massive way was Wayne's World.
That makes sense.
I remember that. I think even before I knew that about you, I was like, hey, I watched a clip from Wayne's World, and it kind of has your cadence, Luke. And you
Yeah.
were like, yes.
It's because my dad is Wayne.
All right.
The fact that it
Michael Myers?
Yeah. No, but suburban headbangers, and Mike Myers, he said that it takes place in Illinois, but he based it off of growing up in Scarborough. So my dad being a little younger than Mike Myers, but not much, just talking being a headbanger and trying to cause trouble in town. That's my dad.
That sounds a lot like. Have you guys ever seen the movie Fubar? Have you guys ever seen that movie, Fubar?
I think so, no?
It's like a mockumentary style thing where it's basically like Beavis and Butthead, but in reality.
Okay.
And they're brother like metalheads, and they trash places, and they're like, oh yeah, man, we're Canadian, bro.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool. You know what? Now that you talk
Passes
about
the
it, I'm
vibe
like,
check.
I think someone recommended that to me a long time ago.
yeah, there are two iterations of this movie. It's the same movie.
Yeah.
Every time, it's the same movie.
Yeah.
They could do 5 different types of movies. Fubar 1, Fubar 2, Fubar 3. It'll be the same movie.
A lot more than 5 like that.
In terms of
Going.
in terms of formative movies, as you said, several, so many.
Yeah.
The two that I'd narrow it down to, I watched around the same time, and I honest to God think that I was I thought I was funny, and I got lucky sometimes, but I was just generally an unfunny person before high school.
Yeah.
Is where I'd put the threshold of starting to learn what comedy even is.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And all of us are cringe in high school and junior high and stuff like that. But I think I was particularly unfunny and thought that I could be funny, which is a dangerous combination. But one of the movies was Clue. It's a 1985 movie. It's really cool. It's got a star-studded cast and it's really fun.
It's really well done.
Yeah, what's crazy is that it's apparently scripted very meticulously, but it feels like they're making it up as they go along, and it's like an improv scene.
Yeah.
Especially since all the plot holes. But nevertheless, like you just watch it and you're like, these are just like a bunch of actors having fun on set. And
That's
it turns
gonna
out,
bother me.
And it turns out that no, it's just sort of like, oh, cool. This is just like a fun movie.
Yeah.
The other one is called Mambo Italiano, which is. Have you seen it?
I think, didn't you show it to me? Or was
Hopefully.
it a different one?
It's the one with the gay guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
You showed it. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it's basically just sort of like a movie about being gay and Italian, and it's absolutely amazing.
Like Mateo Lane.
It's like Mateo Lane.
Yeah,
dude.
like Mateo Lane. That's right.
It's like Potato Lane.
I know. I know Mateo Lane, Daryl.
Anyways,
I got the reference.
He's gay and Italian. Okay.
it's basically just sort of like a movie about like growing up with like Italian parents and like you have to come out as gay and like them being stereotypically Italian about it, and it like blends its comedy and its like genuine heart-wrenching like awfulness really well. Like there are scenes where just like people are like screaming at each other and you get the sense that the parents genuinely hate their son and feel terrible about it. And this is in a comedy movie. And it's
Wow.
like that's really cool.
Yeah, that's a
like
very nuanced.
yeah, exactly. It's not just sort of like, hey, they hate the gays and they're Italian. No, it's like actually something.
Put the gabagool in my ass.
Exactly.
What are you? We're gonna go home for dinner and you're gonna bring another guy? What are you doing?
I mean, sorry if you're going
Who's
to watch
the man? Who's the woman?
sorry if you're going to watch this movie and get this spoiled for you, but the last line of the film is just like the neighborhood judging the main character as he's like with a guy that he likes, and they go, "At least he could have had the decency of finding himself a nice Italian boy." Nice. Yeah.
Very good. Honorable mentions: Flight of the Conchords, This Is Spinal Tap, and Napoleon Dynamite for me.
Ooh, yeah.
When I was a kid.
Airplane for me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Airplane.
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun. Okay, Naked
Yeah.
Gun. Actually, yeah. More so than Airplane. Actually, good point.
The Jerk as well. There's parts of that movie that do not age well, but it's a very silly, stupid movie.
Drew, you don't like movies, so I'm more interested in what comedy movie. Like, if you had to pick one.
You don't like movies?
I don't dislike movies. I just don't watch them.
Osmosis Jones, I'm thinking.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like.
I saw a documentary on frogs. That was
was really
hilarious.
funny.
They have different colors.
I don't know if it's like if you could say it's formative or just like because he has piqued your interest. So I don't know if like my
All right.
comedy style is
Quarterly
like
interest rate report.
based on this, but from your choices, mine are gonna sound way trashier. But
Who cares?
Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny and Monty Python and the Holy Grail were my
Okay.
two like.
That's not trashy,
Uh,
honey.
I mean, it's weird to think that Monty Python, for some strange reason, isn't trashy. It's essentially just because it's popular. They have as many like scat jokes and like low-hanging fruit as anything else.
I would
Just
say
because
it's,
they're British.
Yeah, it sounds classier when you have a British accent. We all know this.
Yeah, well, no, if you have a certain British accent, because if I said like some mothers do have them, and like you know what that is, you're just sort of like, wow, that is trashy. But for some strange reason, when you say Monty Python, this is one of those things that boggles my mind. You say Monty Python, and everyone goes, "Oh, highbrow humor."
yeah, no, it's not highbrow humor.
Yeah, and it's like, have you seen Monty Python?
But I like those two movies.
But everyone thinks it's that.
because they're not highbrow, like because they're so playful in my mind. If we're doing honorable mentions, my other one is the live-action Cat in the Hat movie.
Oh, that's pretty-
love that movie as a kid.
Okay, that's fucking trashy. I hate
I
that.
love that movie as a kid.
Do you love it now? Would you love it now if you watched it
If I
again?
watched it for the first time today, I would not love it.
Yeah, correct.
But if I watched it like today, I would love it.
Disgusting. Let's move on to the next question.
I'll say
Daryl.
my movies.
Yeah. Carol hasn't gone yet.
So
You haven't gone yet?
I haven't gone.
okay,
I haven't
my
gone.
bad.
I will go though.
Didn't you say Fubar?
I will go.
Yeah, you said Fubar, dude.
You said
I just
Fubar 1,
mentioned-
Fubar
relating
2.
I was just
Fubar
riffing.
3.
I was just riffing off of Luke.
Yeah.
There is no Fubar 3 actually. There's only 2.
I'm aware. What's your movie choice?
Okay, so
that isn't Fubar, I guess.
so like
Apocalypse Now.
This is why we take so long with our questions.
so for me it's like in my formative years I wasn't really watching a lot of comedy movies, And so,
Yeah,
you know,
we
like
can tell, dude.
Batman and Robin, you know, with the bat nipples,
That was pretty good.
and
Butt.
Mr. Freeze.
The butt.
Yeah, bat butt.
Ice to see.
Oh yeah, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. That had so many classic.
That's why you're going
lines.
like, boom. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because it's always in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, some other ones. The Spy Who Shagged Me, Austin Powers.
Oh, Austin Powers.
The Austin Powers series was very, very good for me as a child. But I really started coming into my comedy, you know, self.
Oh.
I came in my comedy. I really started getting more into it in high school. So that was, for me, that was like Anchorman.
Yeah.
You know,
I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
and
I can
that
see
would
I
be
can
it.
see Anchorman being formative to your comedy.
Oh yeah. It's still kind of, you know, Will Ferrell was good. Brothers, I think it was. What was
Step
it?
Brothers?
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
Don't
Yeah,
think I ever
Talladega
saw
Nights.
all the Adam McKay, Will Ferrell stuff.
Yeah. And you know, talking about trashy humor, Scream.
Fucking, I love Scream. Scream is perhaps the best slasher movie ever made.
Because you are the meta one, so that does make sense that you would.
Oh,
like
fuck
Scream so
off.
much.
If it weren't that, it would be Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But
Never seen
fucking,
that one.
I well saw that recently. That was-
Wait a
it was
minute.
really good. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
The original.
I'm getting it wrong. Scream is the original, isn't it? Then they had like some like parody movie about it.
Yeah. They did Scary Movie was mostly based off Scream.
That's what
But
I meant.
Sca- but
Scary
Scream
movie.
is like a satire. Yeah.
Yeah, Scream was a parody, and then Scary Movie was a piece of shit that thought that it could one-up Scream and failed.
Yeah. Well, that was very formative for me. So
Fair enough. Well, I'm glad. I'm
it
glad that you
benefited
grew-
one person at least.
I
glad
didn't.
that
I
you
mean,
grew out of
I
it.
rewatched it later. All of the like, all those Scary movies suck so
Right?
much.
Thank you.
Especially, you know, David Cross sucking his own dick. I mean, come on now, people. Like, we can do better than this.
That's the one with Tim Curry in it as well, right?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Andy Richter's in one, isn't
Yep.
he? Yep.
I don't want to talk about shitty movies.
Okay.
What's the next?
Let's ask a question.
Yeah.
This comes
Scary
from
movies.
Alan. Does Hong Kong water taste better? I don't know what the water's
It was an improv scene reference, but
How do you know?
because I remember the show.
Well, give us context.
waiting. Yeah.
Hong Kong.
The-
Oh, that's another one.
so
Caddyshack.
People moved to Hong Kong in the scene. Anyway, the I think, fuck.
Who cares? All right. So does Hong Kong water taste better?
I don't know.
Well, the fucking everybody having a different water filtration system to me is like so weird that like nobody's figured out the best way to do it yet. Everybody has like different chemicals they put in or whatever.
Yeah, they're trying things out. It's
Yeah.
called science.
I know, but like the fact that it hasn't been solved yet stresses me out.
No, there's better and
Take
worse.
the cat out of Paul's stuff. Did we answer all that? Good. Perfect.
Well, they probably don't have great water because there's a lot of industrial pollution in Hong Kong and China broadly. I say Hong Kong is a separate place.
Okay.
I understand.
You're not a one China guy. Whatever,
let's,
dude.
Let's make sure that none of us can be able to travel to China. Do you consider Taiwan to be a separate place than China?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's a separate.
I think so. Yeah.
I side with the country of China.
People's Republic.
The People's Republic. One China, one language, one people. Thank you very much.
Holy
They already
shit.
don't have one language. What do you mean?
Yes, they do.
They have Mandarin,
True.
at least Cantonese.
No, that is not an official language.
Did
and
you
we
already
all know,
buy your tickets or something?
We all,
What's your
we
goal
all
here?
know Cantonese
God.
is getting phased out. Okay?
Daryl's a Chinese
just like the
supercell.
Uyghurs.
Oh no! That is actually political.
This is all political. What? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I do feel bad about the cynicization of the Uyghur people.
I do too because I'm part Muslim. I have to care.
Part Muslim. It's not genetic. It's a religion.
I'm Muslim fluid, so sometimes I'm more Muslim than others.
All right. What days do you feel you're most Muslim?
Around Christmas.
Holy days, yeah. Around Christmas, the Christian holiday. It's because you don't want to participate in Christmas. It's like, I'm a Muslim now. I'll be in my room.
Don't wish me Merry Christmas.
Imagine
Yeah.
if you were Muslim only the 5 times that you had to pray a day, and the rest of it you're like, yeah, pork, drinking, gambling, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Guys, I gotta pray. Where's Becca?
I would drink some pork if I could. If pork came drinkable,
Oh
You
my
would
god.
blend it?
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
if there
my
were
God.
savory drinks, I would be on that
I'm
shit.
sure there's savory drink.
Well, there
They're
are,
not
but they're not
broth.
like mainstream. You know.
broth.
Oh, I see.
Like if there was like, you know, like, oh, here's your milk, here's your chocolate milk, here's your juice, here's your broth, I would sometimes pick broth.
I feel like more nutritious at least.
Yeah.
Broth.
And also, I just like savory things. I don't like the fact that like your choices for drinks are water and sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broth is good if you're like having stomach problems or like if people who like can't chew. 'Cause
Yeah.
like it's a good way to get protein.
I was about to say, it's just a good way to like get nutrients
Yeah.
that you might lack if you like eat chips all day, like me.
It's also good ecologically because you're using the bones, right? Like it's like
Well, that's if
like
you
it's like
that's if it's
versus-
bone broth.
it's bone broth. Well, I mean like
Doesn't have to be bone broth.
Yeah.
Broth is a very efficient way to use animal products.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been like making my own broth recently for like the first time and like remember that I made like that I did chicken soup.
Yeah,
and
you
I was
made your
so
own
proud of
soup.
myself, Yeah.
Life's not that scary.
I made soup.
I finally did it with like roasting the bones first, and I used like just the ends of the celery and the carrots and stuff.
Sorry, you roasted bones?
Yeah, dude. That's how you get
Roasted,
the.
roasted?
How do
that's
you-
how they get this.
how do you
goodness
roast
out of them.
You just put them in the oven.
You put bones in the oven.
Yeah.
I'm floored right now. You just put bones in the oven,
Yeah.
and that's how you make
I mean,
soup.
you put them on a tray.
Okay, fine. But okay, you put them on a tray. You just put them in the oven like you just bake bones.
You bake them for like an hour,
Why?
and then you put
Because then
it
it
brings
pulls
out
the
the
goodness.
flavor.
Yeah.
It pulls the goodness
Yeah,
out of it.
the,
Yeah,
the thing
100%.
I was gonna say is like this is my first time ever like actually baking them beforehand, roasting them. The soup, the broth, was way better. It was way richer than any other time that I've just like boiled the bones and then got off all the scum and stuff and then
All the
made
scum.
the soup
Daryl's
with it.
mouth is like genuinely open right now. His eyebrows are like raised. He can't believe this shit.
I've never heard of baking bones. Like, what if you burn your bones?
Don't take this the wrong way, Daryl, but I'm not going to go to you for cooking advice.
Okay.
I would refer everyone to our latest video on YouTube.
Yeah, cooking with me, where I tried to cook salmon, and you know,
Here we go.
to pull back the curtain a little bit. Why that sucks so much is because, well, okay, first of all, I was very ill prepared, and I got the like
Yeah, you
recipe.
decided that day what you were
I
gonna
decided
do.
that day what the recipe was,
And then you
But-
bought frozen salmon
Okay,
when
okay.
fresh salmon was there.
You know
Whatever,
how many
yeah.
hundreds of millions of dollars of infrastructure has been invested in order to get fresh salmon into the middle of Canada?
Your
Yeah,
recipe
okay.
hinged on like making sure that the skin was like fried in a certain way that it would come off, and that only happens when it's not frozen to it.
Okay, yeah. You know, I take all of your criticisms, but what you have to understand is, Paul specifically told me that I could not look at my phone while I
That
was
is
on
true.
camera.
That is true.
and that was the only way that I could remember the recipe. So much of that was just like, I think I remember this, and I think I remember that.
I gave you a challenge and you accepted it.
I did the challenge, okay, but that's why it didn't work, okay? I'm not a bad cook.
All right, let's move on.
I'm just bad at memorizing.
Let's move on to Burek. So what happened there?
He dropped it. That's what.
That was what happened. It actually it didn't
dropped
taste
it.
it wasn't inedible, right? Well, neither were inedible, but like the burek was actually like so tasty.
Oh no, dude, I'll go to bat for you. The Burek was fucking delicious.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But the creation of it was an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, like once again, an ingredient was frozen when it shouldn't have been, and it ruined everything. And also, you can't even argue this because this is in the video. When you popped it in the oven, we all went to the living room, and I was like, okay, how long are we waiting for? And you were like, oh, I don't know, man. And every time I tried asking, well, when should we take a look at it? You were like, You just refused to answer.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say about that. This question comes from Mary. Is it better to group chat or multiple individual chat?
Depends on the context.
Yeah, it depends on the
Yeah.
purpose, dude.
It could be chat, as in conversation, or it could be chat, like cat.
cat, a group cat.
Oh, don't get Drew too excited.
Drew is a serial chatter.
Yeah, Drew's a
I
cereal
have,
eater.
I have a hard time
Captain Crunch.
participating in group chats. I don't know what it is. I feel like I wallflower in group chats the same way I do at like a party where I don't know anybody.
With one sole exception, where you shine like a fucking diamond in a group
I feel
chat.
like everybody
Shine
shines
bright
in
like a
that chat.
diamond.
No, but you come in clutch there. Like if it just happens to get mentioned. So there is a chat. There is a Facebook chat that is called the Yeah Chat. And what happens? I'm gonna tell this to you, Daryl. There's a chat called the Yeah Chat,
Okay.
and it is a chat that has been going on since I want to say 2016.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It is a chat where, yeah, by the way, YEA. No
Yeah.
capitals on the Y.
Yeah, you're telling me like I don't know, but that's okay.
Are you in the Yeah Chat?
I am in it, yeah.
Oh, well, all right.
He just wallflowers.
Okay, got it. Yeah, fair
I
enough.
never, I have nothing to say.
Yeah, that's fair.
What do you mean? There's only one thing to say.
Exactly.
There's one thing to say in that
I don't
chat,
have
yeah.
anything to,
Since
I don't say
2016,
that word.
since 2016, there has been only one thing said in that chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just people saying yeah over and over and over. And you're in that chat, you look at it and you like get added to it. You feel like you're in a fever dream because you just scroll back. It's just people saying yeah over and over and
Every
over again.
nickname is set as yeah.
Yeah. At the very least, once every month, people say yeah. So there are like potentially thousands of messages of people just saying yeah over and over. And what I like is that around 2017, late 2017, someone tried to be a fucking comedian and said, guys, I figured out why everyone loves the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Immediately got booted for not saying yeah.
Banned.
Yeah, because that's the rule. You have to say yeah when you're in the yeah chat. And the other rule to the yeah chat is if someone says yeah to you in that same way that one would say yeah to the yeah chat, you can add them to the yeah chat. Then you change their name to yeah, so yeah will say yeah, and then everyone else will say yeah to welcome yeah into the new yeah chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I'll pull my phone out and like my girlfriend Julia will glance over and every
Ew.
time she sees the yeah chat she gets so mad.
Why?
Because it's so dumb and she's like, why does this exist?
I mean, I brought a few friends into it. I brought my friend Peyton into it the other day. Not the other day, like a month ago, and she was like, "Holy shit! I thought you were making this up."
It's real. Well, yeah, because when you scroll back, you can't even find like the start date because there's so many messages.
Like I said,
It takes
potentially
forever
thousands.
to scroll
Yeah,
up.
you can't even find the Cinnamon Toast Crunch debacle.
No,
you'd have
it
to
was so
look
long ago.
Yeah, you'd have to look up the word cinnamon to even find it.
Isn't it like because like when you're typing on your phone, it'll automatically capitalize the first letter? Don't you get like a warning if you don't decapitalize that first letter and you
Yeah.
type yeah with a capital
You have
Y?
to type lowercase YEA. Do you know about the yeah chat, Luke?
Yeah,
course he
I'm
knows
part
about
of
the
it.
yeah
Yeah.
chat.
Okay, I'm not aware of who's in the yeah chat and who's not
That's
anymore.
fair,
It's
yeah,
just-
because everybody's nicknamed yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's just sort it's this weird eyes wide shut community where it's
7-year-old community.
yeah, where instead of doing orgies, we just say yeah at each other.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
more wholesome.
All right. Yeah, it's better to group chat.
Yeah, for sure.
For us.
Now,
we
I
have a
will-
group chat, and that really helps us.
Yeah, that's true. I will say, if there is a certain amount of information, I prefer a group phone call. I know that's hard to schedule,
Yeah.
but I find, and some people really do not like phone calls. I find it a very efficient way to get information. across.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I am pro calls.
Yeah.
I'm pro Discord calls. I hate phone calls for some reason.
Why? What?
Really?
I think it's because of the fact that I'm using one of my hands to hold this up to my ear.
Oh, you're
so
using
I
headphones and you're using a good quality mic.
Oh, because it's through your computer versus through your phone, you mean?
yeah. I thought you were just saying just get get headphones. That's why I paused and looked at you like that.
No, like it's better quality sound.
It's
Yeah.
better quality sound, but also like the fact that I'm holding a hand up to here means that I can't do anything at the same time.
Yeah, you need
and
a hand
also, yeah.
What?
No. I have
What?
to. Okay, so when I'm calling you guys, I feel relaxed and stuff like that. But let's say like I met someone who like I'm romantically interested in, and they call me. I am just uncomfortable that entire call. Consistently have been, and it's because like I'm holding a phone up to my hand. I feel like I can't do anything at the same time, so I have to resign myself to the phone call. But
Yeah, okay, but see, Paul, what you don't understand is that like
Which you're too dumb to understand.
you please tell me.
you don't have to hold the phone. Right? There are plenty of ways
That's
to have the phone call without like for instance, for instance, you don't wear headbands anymore. But if you did,
I can't believe you're outing me like this.
if you did, then you could just slip the phone underneath your headband and talk.
Yeah, that's so much better.
It is. If
No,
your
that-
problem is
that's-
holding the phone.
No, that's one factor of it. My problem is just the fact that like when I'm on, it's because you're getting the worst of both worlds. You have to be auditorily paying attention to someone else, but you don't get to see their face. And I really like seeing people's faces when I talk to them. Again, with you guys, it's an exception because we've been doing this for so long. But on a phone call, I get so nervous because I can't do anything at the same time, or else I won't be paying enough attention to the call. But just by being on a call, I feel like I'm wasting time doing something that I don't want to be doing because I can't see someone's face. It's just this whole
It's
perfect.
so much lower quality than it could be.
It's just like it's just like this weird purgatory of socializing where it's like I can hear their voice and I need to like perform like I'm paying attention and like doing everything right, but I can't see their face, so I can't get facial cues and just like all this sort of stuff that's like
I also find that a lot because like when you're on the phone or like when you're in person, you can do like facial cues of like I'm listening, I'm paying attention. But when you're on the phone, you have to kind of cut somebody off and go to make sure they know you're paying attention.
to assert dominance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To assert
Yeah, to let
So
them
like
know
someone's
you
on a call. So let's say Daryl, you and I are calling, and you're like ring ring, and you're like okay,
You want to do it?
yeah. So hello,
Ring ring.
hello,
Ring ring.
pick up, hello,
Oh, hey.
hey, how's it going?
Phone's ringing and you're like, hello?
True.
not on the call.
sorry.
Hello,
Hi, it's Daryl.
hey Daryl, how's it going?
Good. Who is this?
This is Paul.
Oh, good. I was calling.
Uh-huh.
I was calling.
Uh-huh.
I was calling.
Uh-huh.
You. I'm gonna.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna hang up now.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye. Click.
Hello?
Starting to understand why you don't like phone calls. They don't go very well.
Yeah, this was a simulated one. This next question comes from Laura.
Wait.
Okay.
Last thing I wanted to say. I like individual chats better because you can talk smack about everybody else. But in a group chat, you can't do that.
Behind their back.
You can talk
I
behind
feel
their
like
back.
we definitely talk smack to each other more than behind their backs.
I wouldn't know.
That's a good point, but I will clarify on my end.
Possible deniability.
Unquestionably, I talk way more smack, particularly to Drew, but also pretty much to you, Daryl, way more to your face than behind your back.
But for Luke, it's way more behind his back.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything to legitimately talk smack about. Like,
Well, fuck me then.
yeah.
It's because they're scared of me. That's fine.
No, what I mean is like all three of you. Like
I
there's
see.
there's nothing I could say that's like, even if I'm genuinely annoyed at like a behavior, A, it's a behavior and I don't think of it as like a trait of like a person as a person, and B, I usually just sort of like tell you guys in the moment.
Yeah.
Again, because of the insane level of trust in this group. Guys, we're so wholesome and we love each other so much. And aren't you jealous that you don't have real friends? That's why you're listening to a podcast right now.
Do you want me to put my nose in your ass?
Call 1-800.
This next question comes from Laura. Who, not what, who inspired your interest in improv? One of my best friends, Ani, she was an improviser in the high school that I was about to go to. I watched their shows, and Ani made me go, I want to do improv because she's so fucking talented. Next. Lightning round.
Yeah. Rowan Atkinson.
All right. Mr. Bean.
Yeah. That should have been in the comedy movies.
I don't actually know. I'm struggling to think because I remember having an interest before ever watching Whose Line.
Good.
But I can't pick where it came from.
Brady. Yeah.
Like-
Fuck you.
I
a
always
job.
trace back my like interest to acting to like being in Scouts and Cubs and like doing like the skits and stuff around the campfire. So I'm sure it has something to do with that, like the playfulness of just like coming up with something on the spot. But yeah, I don't know if there's like a specific person that I was like, this person inspired me to do it, or if it was just like a general development, like a cause and effect of what I was interested in.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. There used to be this show, and I don't remember the name of it now, but it was a Canadian show, and it was like basically improv Olympics, and so like
Drew
different.
Carey's Improvapalooza?
No,
Okay.
it did not have Drew Carey, and do not mention that name ever.
The
again.
I'm so sorry.
It might have been
It might have been the National.
the
That's
National.
that's the news.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got me there.
Do
No,
they still call it the National?
Yeah.
Okay.
it was
Good for you. Good for
it
you,
was
Susie.
like, if you guys know theater sports, it was kind of like this, and there were 4 teams. Each city had a team, so it was Toronto, Chicago, New York, stuff like that. And so they would compete in like different short form games and scenes, and I love that show. Yeah, and I love that show so much. It was like way better than Whose Line because it was it was still like in the moment stuff, and it was team like proper improv, not just like, oh, this is a shtick, everybody laugh. Like it was legitimately
Please
like,
clap.
So much contempt.
Yeah, it was legitimately like fun and entertaining because of the like little bit of rawness to it. So,
Bro, I can understand the contempt. You ever watch Whose Line like as an improviser? You realize they just block each other all the goddamn time.
Oh my god. I understand the dislike for Whose Line. However, I stand by it as an entertaining show.
Oh yeah, it's comedy. It's great comedy, and I feel so fucking pretentious saying this. It's not good improv.
oh my god. Oh my god.
It is. It's good. It's good comedy. It's funny. Are they supporting each other and making a zine?
It depends on what. I don't know. It depends on how you define good improv.
I define it as the improv is
They
good.
are-
The improv component is good.
they
If you're
are
a stand-up,
achieving what
if you're
their
a
goal is.
stand-up comedian and you're really funny, and you like you do like shitty improv in it, you're not doing good improv. You happen to be doing some improvised bits and being really funny, but that doesn't mean you're being good at improv,
They are achieving what they set out to do.
which is
not-
comedy.
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
Whatever. It's not a hill I want to die on because, like,
Bro,
we
if you're
have
trying to cook a stew and you cure cancer, you haven't made an amazing stew.
What?
If you're trying
That's
to
way
cook,
too different.
no, it is not.
Oh no, it can be. It can be a good stew.
It can be a good stew
If
for
your
sure.
stew cures cancer, that is a good stew. I don't care how it tastes.
No, that's not
You
what
have
Paul
bad
said.
opinions on everything. How do you manage to have bad opinions on everything?
I practice really hard.
Evidently.
I have to learn the opposite part of the argument so I can know what not to say.
Oh, the antithesis. Oh, very good. See, Drew knows how to write an
He's
essay.
just a contrarian. No wonder you wear a fedora. You're on Reddit all day. I'm sorry for hijacking your point. If you wanted to,
Have you ever considered that men are the ones that die in the factories?
oh, thanks for clearing out my
Follow
soap. Do you want to take a bite, dude?
No!
Yeah, no, that was all I had to say. There
All
was not one individual person. I can't. If I had to choose, I'd choose like Robin Williams.
Okay, he's pretty cool.
But I didn't really know him as an improviser until much later. So that's
Robin Williams?
Robin
There's
Williams.
a Robin Williams.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really good, actually.
All right, what's your next
I'm a
ways?
cool
Oh.
guy.
Don't you have it? Or no, you just asked that one.
Yeah. Lightning round. Lightning round.
What's the biggest thing you can swallow whole?
Drew's spunk. Next.
It's not whole. It's a liquid. You can't.
You'd be surprised.
Surprised about what?
The
thickness.
The thickness of Drew's spunk.
The thickness. Okay.
The what's it called when milk
korma.
curdles?
It curdles.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, the whey. Where there's a Robin Williams. There's a, what?
You know
That
what's
one was
happening?
from Corwan, by
Smells
the
like
way.
you.
Oh, that was from Corwin. Okay, cool. What's the biggest thing you've ever swallowed whole?
In high school, I could do a
Smelt.
trick where I could get 2/3 of a banana in like a microsecond. Like I could just go like
micro-
like
Oh
that.
my god.
Yeah,
That's pretty pro, bro.
yeah.
All right. Honestly, that's good enough. Does anyone have a legitimate answer for this?
I'm
Two-thirds of
actually
a
really
banana.
bad. Like swallowing pills and stuff. I have a really hard time. Even like, and I've been
Really? Even with this fucking real estate that you've got going on with
No,
your neck?
the problem is my neck's not thick; it's just long, so it
Okay.
like has to go through a narrow passage,
And it has
all
to go
the way
for
down.
longer.
Exactly.
I have the opposite. I don't have a problem with that at all. I can
like a
take
pelican.
I can take a pill without drinking water or anything.
Wow.
I've
I
never
can't
been
do
able
that.
to do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do that.
The bigger the pill, the not any more of a
Bigger my
problem.
neck
it is.
gets.
How far can you kick a ball from Kyle?
How far?
Can you cook a ball?
Kick a ball.
Okay.
Not far.
Well, you'd have to roast the ball first.
Yeah.
That would
Brings
get all
out
the
the
flavor.
goodness.
the grassy flavor.
I remember distinctly being in 9th grade PE, and this is not kicking, but this I feel like this will translate well. I remember playing football, and the one time that I had to throw the old pigskin, I remember it went in an arc, and no joke of a lie, this room isn't very big. It went as far as from this wall to that wall.
What?
Like in a perfect arc, it just like went nowhere.
It went just like you. And
That's so sad.
everyone paused and knew how shit I was at physical activity. Yeah.
Wow.
Was this in your like doing crunches arc, or had you started working on like,
this
other parts of your body?
No. Bro, the arc of working on other parts of my body started last year.
So way before that.
Yeah. Kick a ball, I don't know.
I used to play soccer when I was a kid. So
I feel like all of us would probably be able to kick it of like mostly equal length.
I haven't like kicked a ball like a distance in a very long time. I have no like concept of how far I could go because I haven't done it in so long.
Okay. All things considered, relatively equal length. If a ball was in front of us and we had the perfect kicking motion, I feel like all of us would get within like the same like 50 meters of each other.
I played soccer before, so
Yeah,
I mean, I
same.
played soccer for a few years, so I feel like I would be okay.
I played it a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, my experience playing soccer is like, you know how you can like kick with like the flat side or like the toe of your
Yeah.
foot?
Okay.
I
One
could
of those
I was
is, one of those is correct.
Interesting.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I could always
You kick for distance, you kick with the toe, right?
No,
gotta
the
get
toe
it
is for height.
Yeah.
The laces is for distance.
but I could always do
Yeah.
accuracy with the side, but like I could never get as far as when I like kicked with the toe.
Yeah, that's for
But
passing,
When I
right?
kick with the toe, it would like go off to the side, so like it's
Not-
farther away from me, but it's not like far in a straight distance.
You're not doing enough corner kicks, my guy.
I mean, I was like 6, so
Okay, well you gotta do
well,
more.
like you know, middle school.
Keep
but-
it going.
Keep it going. I dropped it. I'm sorry, I let you down.
It was nice way.
Played too much League of Legends.
I think I could kick it up to 40 yards.
All right.
Kick a ball up to 40 yards. I couldn't quite kick it up to like center. What center field? But I could get close. This is from Jennifer. Oh, I know who that is.
Oh, I know who that is.
Oh, she's such a sweet lady.
Oven turkey or deep fried turkey?
Yo,
Deep fried.
this is my fucking question. Bro, both are so good though.
I've never had deep fried turkey.
Me neither.
What?
Yeah,
Oven
neither.
turkey's always so dry.
I've seen so many videos of people trying to deep fry
are you
turkey and then
serious?
burning themselves.
Are you seriously?
You gotta cut it out. That was your fault, okay? I didn't make more work for Paul.
Take a bite of
okay?
the soap.
I didn't make more work for Paul. Don't blame me.
None of us were saying shit, dude.
Every time I say, "Oh, let's do something fun on the podcast," you're all like, "Oh, you're making more work for Paul." Like, I can't believe you.
That was in one episode where you kept asking several times in a row to cut things out because you just happened to not want them.
Yeah, well, sometimes we're just talking and riffing. I don't know. Maybe it's not appropriate, and then I realized later it is not
You
appropriate.
talked about sticking your nose in an ass and you didn't say shit about that.
I don't think that's fine.
You didn't smell shit either. Or you did.
I did.
Oh, I don't want to talk about this. Let's go back
Let's
to
bring it
turkeys.
back up.
All right,
Listen,
anyways.
okay, so here's the thing about deep fried turkey, right? Ever since my family started deep frying turkey, like cooking it deep fried, we've never gone back to oven baked. There's been times where like we've had like smoked turkey, because like you get the smoke flavor and like it's a unique experience.
Yeah.
But we've never chosen oven turkey over deep fried turkey.
That sounds like a personal choice that you have made. You can't just go like
That's why
oven-
when somebody says which is better, I say
That's
deep-
fine,
for my
but when you
personal
go like
choice.
oven fried turkey is so dry. By the way, I haven't eaten it in years. It's like
It's not
A
dry.
equals A.
yeah,
It's not dry.
you're just outing your fucking family as being bad at cooking fucking oven turkeys, dude.
It's not dry though.
Maybe
Yeah,
deep fried
it's-
turkeys are easier. I don't know, but
They probably are.
It does, but it doesn't even matter where I go. Like if I go to like a fucking restaurant and order like turkey there, it's always super dry.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
You're
Because
not doing it right.
because it's
I'm
not
not
like
ordering
made.
it right.
They're not cooking it right. Wherever
Well,
you're
fucking-
going, you're going. Where
I
are
have
you
a
going?
weird question. What restaurants are you going to where you can order turkey off the menu? Because the only place restaurant I've seen in the past maybe 5 years that had turkey on the menu was Subway.
Oh,
even
and that's
then-
cold. That's cold cuts. That's
I was
not
about to
the
say, and even then, it's dubious as to whether it's turkey.
same. Yeah.
We went to like a Thanksgiving sort
Restaurant.
of all you can. It's only open one day a year. It was like a Thanksgiving sort of like all you can eat. Thanksgiving-y meal with like turkey and ham and all that stuff.
All right.
And Swish LA sometimes has turkey during the Thanksgiving time, and it's always shit
I mean, that's why like restaurants don't usually serve turkey. It's
because it sucks.
it's a pretty shit food, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I agree.
And it's crazy how like we have a fucking holiday all about eating the shitty. Can you imagine if like in October, not October, that's when we have Canadian things. June. Can you imagine if in June we have fucking like Eel Day? It's like, oh shit,
eats
everybody, it's Eel Day. Come around to the table. Let's all eat eels and be grateful for it.
In England, they eat eels.
Yeah, I
They
know,
eat
I
eel
know.
pie.
I picked up shitty food intentionally for that, but can you imagine in Canada, in ye old Canada, just June 21st is fucking Eel Day. Everyone gathers around the table, not only eats eels, which we don't enjoy, but pretends to be grateful for it, because
Yeah.
that's what Thanksgiving is.
I think you're just showing your cultural
Appropriation.
ignorance.
Oh.
Because there are lots of places that eat eel. If you've been to the Philippines, for instance, which I've not, but I know many people who have, and
Drew's been
like
to Thailand a bunch.
that's
No, I'm aware. I just,
But like,
I picked a food that was like stereotypically for Canada, like, oh, gross, I don't eat that often.
maybe in Canada, but like around the world, eel is like quite popular. Like if you live in like a especially in like a very hot climate near the water.
Like England.
Well, I don't know about England.
Bro,
but-
if I was gonna say, oh, if you pick a gross color like yellow, I didn't realize you going, excuse me, in Cambodia, yellow is a sacred color. I'm not showing my cultural ignorance. I picked a food that the average fucking white Canadian has not eaten and thinks would be slimy and gross.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry. You pick the gross food. Go, dance monkey.
I don't think there are gross foods except
This
for
is such a hack answer.
except for durian. Durian is gross.
Excuse me, in Malaysia, durian is considered a fucking delicacy.
Yes, and that is true. But however, it
You're
does,
showing your cultural ignorance.
However,
soap
they're
for you.
wrong.
genetically, there are
Eat
like
it.
50% of the population that find it actually decent to eat, and 50% of the population that smells like hot garbage. Okay, so it just depends
They
on what
smell like that?
they smell like. That they taste
50%
like
of
that.
the
The
population
people
smells
smell like hot garbage.
Not people. No,
I
it's
feel like
the
I'm not the one
durian.
who's being ignorant about culture
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah. Take that, Daryl. What do you want me to cut that out?
out of context.
They're all
out
of a
of
sudden is an
context.
anthropologist.
All right. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Olivia asks, what is your favorite type of milk? And she prefers almond.
Okay.
That's cute, but you're not on this podcast. You don't get to answer your own question.
The only non-dairy milk I like is oat milk, and I don't drink it that often. I drink 1%.
It just says any kind
I
of milk,
1%
right?
Yeah,
Cow milk.
any kind of milk.
Yeah. Goat
Why?
milk's pretty good.
Yeah. Tell me what the fabled people of fucking Madagascar drink, and how I'm ignorant for drinking homo milk. Go ahead.
You're not ignorant. It's just kind of gay. That's all.
All right. Yeah, I'm 100% a 3.25% enjoyer.
Imagine if there was some homophobe who was like, no, gay people are bad, they just don't know about pussy.
I'm here to teach you.
Isn't that like the premise of like an Adam Sandler movie or something?
I don't know.
No, wait, that's Chasing Amy, and it's the other way around, isn't
Okay.
it? Where it's like, oh, I can convert her, and it's like a sweet love story.
That's also the plot of Geely. That's a subplot of Geely.
Is it? I hate those subplots where it's just sort of like, oh, you're a lesbian? That must be because you've never tried my male dick.
What, yeah. Should I spoil the movie? Because I can talk about it.
Geely, I'm not holding out, like, yeah, go ahead. Director's cut or normal?
Just normal, because I don't want to talk about it that much. But okay, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, right? And they're, Ben Affleck is a, like a very macho Italian guy, and Jennifer Lopez is a lesbian. And the whole time, I guess they kidnapped some like mentally challenged person.
Oh no.
And like that's funny in that show. It's supposed to be humor.
I was about to say, for the visually impaired, Daryl used air quotes when saying funny.
Yeah, it's supposed to be funny.
Can we refer to the listener as visually impaired?
Absolutely.
But anyway, so you know they're
At
trying.
least in one situation, it's true. How's it going, Cameron?
So they're trying to like walk this kid along and entertain him while he's kidnapped, and all the while he's trying to Ben Affleck's character is trying to get with Jennifer Lopez, and he's like, oh yeah, macho guy, whatever, I'm a bad guy. And then there's like,
I'm a big guy.
and there's one point in it, because she's a lesbian, right? And she states this like multiple times, but there's one point of it where he looks at his fingernails in a weird way. And so apparently, and maybe you guys can describe this for me, apparently if you look at your fingernails like this, it's like masculine. But if you look at your fingernails like this, it's like feminine.
You're gonna have to describe the hand motion for the visually impaired.
Okay, I have to do it? Okay,
Yeah.
so
If you look at your fingernails with your palm.
with
there
your
we go.
palm facing and then,
Yeah.
your fingers curled, this is supposed to be a masculine thing.
Really, that seems like more gay than anything. Like.
Yeah, because it's like in line for like a nail file. Or
Yeah, exactly.
But then if you look at your hand like palm facing outwards and then fingers up,
extended.
Yeah.
then this is supposed to be feminine.
Man, that's culture is so fucking weird.
It's
Yeah,
like
we're so
we like
culturally
draw
ignorant.
lines there.
it's so weird that like people like learn how to like do taxes and like take the bus, but there's still things that they learned in grade 5 where they're like, that is absolutely true.
Yeah, this
Right.
like childhood rumors.
Yeah.
Like,
There was a person I knew in grade 12 who literally believed like if you rather than bending over, if you squat to pick something up, that means you're bisexual. And I'm like, you're 17? You have a driver's license?
Oh, as well. I mean, if we're talking about like the stereotype of like, I don't know, showing your ass and stuff like that, I should think that squatting is more protecting your ass from like
no,
outward invention.
bending over is gay. Squatting is
No,
bisexual.
that's not what he said though.
No, he said squatting is bisexual.
Yeah.
I'm saying bending over is gay, squatting is bisexual,
I see.
and leaving it the fuck alone is straight. You just, if you drop something, you don't get to use it anymore.
Or you do like a little like soccer pickup. Like
Yeah,
do,
you like
But I,
hacky
I,
sack
assume,
it up.
I assume your friend was saying like if you bend over, you're straight.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was referring
So-
to a straight woman. I should.
Oh,
should
okay.
know.
That does.
yeah,
well,
different
it's still
rules.
presenting your ass.
It's
like
still
if you're
really
guarding,
dumb.
if you're, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't need to pay attention. So milk.
But in Geely, to cap that, so he looked at his hands in the feminine way, and she was like, "Oh, well, that means you're feminine," and then she slept with him.
Bro, no way. That's what happened.
That was
That's a real movie.
the tilt. That was the final. That was like the pinnacle of it. Is like he finally got to sleep with her because apparently he's feminine enough for a lesbian.
This like really big
I-
macho man looks at his hands with like an open palm, and she's like, "Oh my!"
Yes.
Can I give a hot take? I'm starting to think that Geely isn't a good movie.
Think about that. A group of executives who own real estate were like, yeah, obviously he's like must be part gay.
I feel like the executives themselves don't believe it, but it's like, okay, what do the kids believe these
Yeah,
days?
the audience will like it. See,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
why I don't watch movies.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. Anyway, yeah, I'm a 3.25% person. I like my milk with a lot of flavor. I like it with a queen. I don't know. It also goes really well. We were talking about broth earlier. Milk goes well with broth, and the creamier the milk, the more it pairs well with broth.
That makes sense. to
Yeah.
me, yeah.
So, like, whenever I make like a homemade broth and I have milk, it's like, oh.
I'm like that
Paul
with
double
the,
fists,
I'm like
milk
that
in
with
both
the
hands.
Kosher for sure.
2% milk and popcorn.
Okay. I can fuck with that.
Milk in popcorn?
And popcorn.
Oh, okay.
Like a handful of popcorn.
You don't say
alright.
the word correctly. You don't even get to question it. You said
Well-
with the E.
Milk?
Yeah.
Milk? Milk? Moo.
Next question.
I don't have it.
I like
alright.
cashew milk.
Cashew looks
Yeah, did Daryl not get to answer again?
He fucking talked about a movie for half an hour. He
That's
lost
fair.
his
Okay,
right.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
We
be
sell
human.
macadamia milk at work. I've never tried it before.
My mistake. That is my favorite.
I've never tried macadamia milk. I'd be
Neither have
totally
I.
down to try
Sounds
macadamia
very
milk.
fatty. Oat's very fatty. And
You want
rich.
maca milk?
I want maca milk.
How long have you all been working together doing improv? From Michelle.
At the very
Officially as After School Arcade since 2019,
Yeah.
and in terms of like doing stuff with each other, I started work with Drew in 2015, Luke in 2016, and we knew about Daryl around the same time.
They knew about me.
But we didn't really want to, you know.
Well, it's because you went to a different university. Next question.
Hi guys, it's Cam. As you may recall, some months back I stole pens, Paul. It is with a heavy heart I must report I lost it.
Wait, what'd you steal? Daryl's
Hi
out.
guys, it's Cam. As you may recall, some months back I stole pens, Paul.
I didn't hear it
Heavy
again.
heart.
Did you say Pens Paul?
Hi guys, it's Cam.
Three episodes in a row we're doing this bit.
As
Three
you may
episodes in a
recall.
row.
As you may
Okay,
recall,
sorry, you gotta do it again. Sorry. I'll shut up.
Hi guys. It's Cam. As you may recall, some months back I stole pens, Paul.
Pens? Was it more than one?
Yeah. It is with a heavy heart I must report I lost it. Big R.I.P.
Pens Paul.
Oh, right. I should ask a question. Which of the five of you do you think would last the longest in a slasher movie? My money is on Daryl.
We just talked about
He'd
slasher
survive without even noticing the killer on the loose.
I don't disagree with that in the slightest.
I back that up for sure.
Just going about your business as shit's going on behind you.
Because Leslie is an anxious person, I hate to say this, she's unquestionably the first victim in like the opening of the
Really?
movie.
I mean, we just talked about. Oh, true. I was gonna say we just talked about Scream, and isn't it always like a woman that's the last one?
And it's a woman who's the
alive?
first one.
Yeah, and there's no black guy in the podcast.
You talk about the final girl phenomenon?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, yeah.
Turkish.
Yeah.
Do you ever? Okay, there's another slasher movie that's pretty good. It's a movie called Final Girls. People get stuck in a slasher movie. It's very weird, especially when like
Stuck in like isekai, like they get like pulled into an existing movie.
pulled
or-
into an existing movie.
Okay, yeah.
Like and like after things end. Sorry, I'm going to spoil the ending here. The credits roll and they're witnessing it, and like the credits are stopping, and they get more freaked out because it's like, what happens beyond this? And the movie stops, and they're in purgatory.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh,
Right?
It's like Jumanji.
Yeah, like they can see titles as they walk. It's really cool. Anyways, yeah, Leslie is the person who dies first to set the tone of the movie. I'm the arrogant asshole that goes, "There's nothing to worry about," and dies.
Right.
Drew, I feel like you're the helpful one that like dies in the 11th hour, where it's just sort of like you did
Like you
so
think I
good.
make it far, but at the
Yeah.
end, like
And you figured out like the monster's weakness or whatever, and like it's like
I
be
die finding it
careful.
out.
Yeah, Luke, I don't know when you die.
I think I would die pretty soon because I'd be like, "Is anybody there?"
Okay, yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
like just get killed.
I feel
yeah.
like somebody has to die like killing the monster, and then Daryl's the only one left, like not knowing anything.
Yeah.
Or like Daryl accidentally kills the monster and just continues on.
I'm hoping that
or it's
there's
a
more than
slasher, so the killer, not the monster.
I'm hoping that there's more than 5 of us in the movie total because definitely I have expendable early on written all over me. I don't think either you Drew or you Luke die killing the monster, and Daryl has to live, and Leslie's at the beginning, so that's all 5 of us tied.
That's us. That's us, baby.
Suppose we can move on
Alright.
from there.
Cool. This question's from Xander. Does improv happen in the back rooms of Costco?
That's a question for you, Luke.
The back rooms?
Yeah.
Back rooms.
No, on the
like where
front
people
lines.
like
You're
where
not
people
allowed
want
to pray, but you are allowed to do improv in the back.
It's racist.
I do.
It's not a race.
That's true.
I mean, this is going to be a cheap out answer, but it's like 20% improv when I'm having a conversation with a stranger.
Okay.
Oh, is that improv? But whose line is it?
It's 20% improv because
I
like I
never
can
said that Whose Line is not improv. I never even claimed that shit.
Moving on.
I said
Moving
that
on.
it was bad.
Moving on.
Improv.
Can I share a bit that I did with a member the other day that made my Packer laugh a lot?
You have the floor.
Okay.
Is that your name for your penis?
Yeah.
Are you calling him Fudge Packer?
no.
Oh.
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 Oh. There was an 80-year-old couple that came in and is a straight couple, and the wife was paying, and the husband took the cart and left, and you need the receipt in order to leave.
Oh no.
And he was just leaving, and he just kept going, but he was just delirious enough to just like not just forget about that. And his wife was just paying, and I'm like, oh no, he's going. And then she got it, and she's like, have a good day. And I looked at him, and I like way in like getting further and further away, and I looked at her and went, go get him, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Yeah. You have to
80-year-old
eat the
lady.
soap again.
I did it once.
That's fair.
Can you still taste?
Okay,
it?
so
Yeah, actually I can. I can still feel the tingle on my tongue.
I misread this, and it was a way funnier version of this, just for the shock value. Do you want the original, or do you want my misinterpretation first?
Let's do the real one and then the misinterpretation.
Okay. Mr. Clean asks, would you rather always have a hair in your mouth, or every time you sneeze, you fall asleep for 1 minute? I don't sneeze that often. I'm picking the sneeze.
Yeah, but if you sneeze in the car though,
I just won't.
I don't think you can do that. I'm picking a hair every day.
You just have to, I guess you just have to like pull over on the side of the road if you feel it coming.
You're like,
Yeah.
I would get used to the hair. I'd pick the hair.
yeah, I feel like you could adjust to that.
Yeah.
It'd be annoying for a while. but-
People live with narcolepsy.
Oh, well. I don't think anybody's like, yes, I have narcolepsy.
Did you say not well? You awful human. You have like a blistering, searing
Yeah,
headache.
and it
constant-
sucks.
I feel
I
like
don't
you'd
think
have.
anybody's like, Drew's living his best life right now.
I feel like you'd have the most sympathy. All right.
I'm sympathetic to
They
how
don't
much
have.
it sucks.
They don't have a good life. Cool.
I'm not. Oh my god.
He's saying quality of life.
All right. Daryl.
I would pick the sleeping.
Thank you. We're split 50-50. We'll have to ask
What's the
Leslie later.
misinterpretation?
So the misinterpretation was, I thought it said, would you rather always have a chair in your mouth? And that was really funny.
A whole ass chair.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing. For some strange reason, I think it's just because of the way that the A is written on a hair. But it just sort of
Oh, it
looks...
kind of looks like it's part of it.
Yeah, it just sort of looks like always have chair in your mouth.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can see
yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay, next question. Drew, pick one. Good one, Drew. That's not a question,
This
though.
one's for my aunt.
Cool.
What's her name? What's her address? What's her social security number?
Colored lights on Christmas trees or white lights?
First of all, we call them African American lights now.
My God.
Yeah. Talk about
Lights of
culturally ignorant.
I really got you on that one.
Depends on the colors of the decorations, and it depends on the kind of colors that we have. Because it's
I would say always. Well, I guess I grew up with always having like rainbow lights and stuff on it. But,
Yeah, I like the colored lights.
But
It
in
depends
what
on-
situation would you use white lights?
okay. White lights if it's a little bit more.
Clinical?
No.
If it's a dentist's
Well,
office.
firstly, it depends on the lights because I like incandescent white light. If they're LEDs, fuck both white and colored lights. Like a rainbow LED lights on Christmas trees? No. No, I want to set fire to that tree. I don't give a shit. I want
Even
it to
if
be
even if it's imitating the like bulb ones?
if it's imitating the color temperature, we'll talk.
I'm not gonna have gamer lights on my Christmas tree. What other kinds of LED
like
lights?
track lights.
Because
Yeah.
some people use like a there's blue and then there's
water-cooled Christmas tree.
LED blue, right? Like
No, I see what you mean. Yeah.
That is a very harsh kind of blue, and that is
Turn it
not-
down. It's an LED. It's the future.
No,
The year's
I'm not talking
2012.
about brightness. I'm talking about tint.
Yeah, you can turn down the tint.
No,
You can tee down the T.
no. Lots of LEDs don't have they don't have RGB capability. They're just Christmas lights. You just plug them
So
in.
if you had like a $500 budget, you'd be okay with the LED because you could get like
I'd
the
be okay.
best of the best.
Yeah, I if I had some time to program it, sure, and I'll make it nice. I'll make it a nice color tint. I like we used to have rainbow lights, but it was an incandescent rainbow light, and it had a nice warmth to it.
Yo, you know what's really nice? You know fairy lights and how people like everyone and their grandma has them now. I like the fairy light bulb ones, even if they're LED imitations. But they have like that. What's it called? Warm light.
Yeah.
There's daylight, and then there's something else.
Like
I forget
a
what it's
warm-
called.
It's like warm
I see
white,
what you
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, warm white. I think.
Yeah.
Warm white versus day white or something like that.
Yeah, like a cool white.
Yeah, because like day for some strange reason corresponds to white in like regular light bulbs, and then like there's a yellowish one. And if you have the yellowish fairy lights and you don't have anything else, and it's just like this moderate brightness in a room, like easily a quarter of what we have right now in this room, and it's just on the walls, it creates this wonderful ambiance. And I don't care how white girl it is, it looks lovely.
Yeah, it
Actually,
does.
speaking of white girl, my girlfriend has that in her room where it's like the top, like sort of like, you know how you'd have the wallpapers when it's the full thing. What's the runner that like just goes over the top?
Baseboard?
Trim,
Or like the trim, yeah.
crown molding.
Let's call it trim.
Okay, the trim. Like that top corner where the ceiling meets the wall.
Crown
is
molding
like
is something else, Daryl.
No, that's crown molding.
It is crown molding.
No. Crown molding is when you get one of those like dick imprint things in the mail.
Okay, yeah, sure. If you wanna go there.
It's-
Ew, gross.
It's a bunch of those.
You
like,
stuck your nose in an ass.
Yeah. And I told you it didn't smell great.
Stop
was
saying
gross.
that.
You keep on
Stop
bringing.
saying
you keep
that.
on bringing it up.
Because I'm trying to. Okay, whatever. Go.
Just want to say she has that, and it looks really nice. So if you're using
Her nose in an ass.
She has her nose in an ass, and it looks
really
great.
nice. Yeah.
It's my ass.
It's my nose.
I always said you had your head up your ass, Drew.
But it wasn't fully true. Just part. Anyway, so like if you're lighting a room with it, I think probably white lights, but like on a Christmas tree.
Yeah, 100%. All right.
I'm with Luke on the white the incandescent though. We have incandescent and LED lights on the outside of our house. Incandescent are always way brighter, always way nicer,
Oh, I'm not talking about brightness. I just like the tint.
and the warmth.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can get LED lights that imitate that, but they have to go out of their way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, this comes from Karen.
Here it comes.
Does improvising fulfill your urge to be an actor? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
What do you think, Drew?
I think this is a more reasonable question than you're painting it to be.
Okay, all right. Well, you
So
can believe that.
judgmental. I actually don't know the answer to that question. I mean,
Oh, it's true. You actually went to school to become one. You had dreams once.
it no, they changed. It fulfills my desire to perform and to like be creative, but I don't know if it scratches the same itch as acting. Like I did a sort of 10-minute like one act play thing for the first time.
I guess we should specify. It doesn't specify the same. It scratch the same itch as script acting. Because it is improv is a form of acting, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in the same way that like when I call you an actor, you're like, I'm not an actor. So I'm just gonna use that colloquially.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so like I did a script acting, like a 10-minute thing, and that was very, very, very different to the improv.
So you did that recently?
Like 4 months ago or something like that.
Why didn't you tell
Oh.
us?
We already had this conversation. Everybody was mad at me for not bringing it up.
Yeah, we wanted to
And
see
now we're
you.
mad all over again after we forgot.
We want to see. What was it called?
The show was called It's Alive. It was like a
Frankenstein's monster.
It's alive.
yeah, it was like a Frankenstein makes a monster, but the monster's like
really hot and sexy.
yes,
Yeah,
and like a
they fuck
bimbo
it.
and like super dumb.
Yeah.
And is
And
like
they
questioning
And the
like
police raided the show afterwards.
yeah. They were like, you can't do this.
Yeah.
The monster's like
You had
questioning
a
what it
little
means.
extra money that you could get some of the cast to come home with you.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't invite you because it was super uncomfortable. But the monster's like
I would've
questioning what it means to be like
I'm
alive.
gonna come.
You already have.
I'm gonna come.
Do not
What
come.
it means to be like alive and like,
Ew, come. Oh, gross.
Really got you with that one, didn't I?
and the Frankenstein character is like, I don't actually have any answers to this question, and like, goes on an existential crisis. But yeah,
so like the actual Frankenstein. I like that. It sticks to the source material.
yeah, but it's like the practicing of the script and the blocking.
Did
of
you
a
play the
scene.
bimbo?
I played
Okay.
them.
Were you Frankenstein's hot monster?
No. I almost, well, I don't know if she would have cast me as the Frankenstein's monster, but the person who wrote it and directed it was playing the Frankenstein's monster.
Oh wow!
And
She played the
almost-
hot bimbo.
She
Oh, yeah.
almost
She wrote the role for herself.
She almost played the doctor. She almost played Frankenstein.
As well as the bimbo?
No, instead of.
Okay.
But she was like, I'm directing 2 shows and like I have to worry about all like the props and stuff.
I guess I'll just be sexy.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
me.
She's like, I'm gonna take an easier role.
Yeah.
Yeah, pompous bitch.
The one she's like,
Sorry. That felt mean.
but yeah, I don't know. That scratched a different itch than improv, so it's hard for me to say that improv scratches the acting itch because that was such a like different itch scratch. So it's like, well, clearly there's something different here.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel like, okay, if you played the bimbo, would you have turned into a pompous bitch about it?
I would have been pretty inflated ego if it's like you get to be the sexy character. I'm like, you think I'm sexy? Oh my god!
We all think you're sexy.
But no, I get
Yeah.
typecast
especially
as the
with
mad
your
scientist.
thick head. We think it's very sexy, Drew, and we want more.
Only time I say he has a
Shave
thick head is to
that
insult
head.
It's
him.
only so long. I
Shade.
don't have more to give.
Shave that head.
Yeah, maybe the hair is what's causing your headache, and you just need to get rid of more of it.
No,
Yeah,
I'll be so cold. It's winter.
No, that's true. We can wait until summer.
I wear a toque the whole time.
little hat.
A little hat.
Little hat. Do we have a little hat to put on Drew for the remainder of this episode?
Oh yeah, I should bring a fez.
A little fez.
I do
Dude,
like yarmulke. No.
I would put a little fez on Drew
disrespectful?
in the same way that I put it on like a hamster. You know when you like dress up your hamster and you're just sort of like, oh, look at this little guy. I'd put a fez
Yeah,
on
you
you
can
and
see
be
me
like,
the
oh,
same
this
way.
little guy. Yeah.
I don't know how to take that.
Preferably as a compliment.
Yes.
All right, we done with that one?
Sure, why not?
This question comes from Christine, and it's got a little picture of a kitty face.
Wait. Can I say one more thing about
Yeah,
Frankenstein?
yeah,
I
you
read
can.
Frankenstein recently, and I really enjoy the source material because I don't. Is the long and short of it. So there's these weird subplots that take up pages and pages and pages. Like preparing for a wedding by going through London to Oxford takes the bulk of 7 pages, right?
Okay.
The period where Victor Frankenstein makes the monster comes to life and it escapes, happens within 2 paragraphs.
Really? But
Yeah,
there's 7
yeah, it's
pages of
pretty,
like
yeah.
commuting?
Bro, the entire thing is this slow paced, and honestly, I don't even hate it for that. Everything is slow paced except the pivotal moments.
Yeah.
Like the moments where Frankenstein's fucking fiance gets murdered, the moments where the monster comes to life and escapes, all that stuff. All those things happen in the briefest flash of a paragraph, and everything else is paced to hell and back, like on a long string.
Yeah.
And also there's a subplot where Frankenstein's monster is like, I'll forgive you for creating me and making me a horrible thing if you make me a female. And first of all, weird wording on that, maybe respect women, Frankenstein's monster. But also,
Frankenstein monster go on Reddit too often?
yeah, make me a female.
These femoids.
Gets all these fucking Reddit gold for that, yeah. Am I the asshole? Anyways, and yeah, Victor Frankenstein.
Bold neck 1, 2, 3.
Victor Frankenstein just sort of like mulls it over for 3 pages and then says no. And then Frankenstein's monster is like, I guess I'm killing the people you love. And Frankenstein's like, don't do that either. And he's like, one or the other, dude. And then he
choice.
leaves. Yeah.
Well, he starts making a female and then he destroys it in front of
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's
"No, I
like,
can't."
no, you stupid bitch, you weren't supposed to do that. And then he leaves on a boat. And then like Frankenstein follows him, ends up in Ireland, and there's a murder that happened there. Turns out it's his best friend. He was just in Ireland, I guess. And then the Irish jail him. And there's a subplot about how the Irish are the real monsters. It's so fucking strange, that entire book. And like, I mean this kindly. Clearly, Mary Shelley is incredibly well read. It's so apparent that like that book was written by an 18-year-old
Fair enough.
who just doesn't have a lot of experience pacing.
Look, I mean, what is it, Aragon?
And I would have been way worse
Not
at
super
18, for the
popular?
record. I'm not saying I'm a better author than Mary fucking Shelley, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Aragorn got super popular. It was written by a 17-year-old, so like it happens.
It happens.
I got very confused in the telling that story because I thought Frankenstein's monster wanted a gender change, And he's like,
Make me a female.
It's like,
Shelley was progressive.
wow, when was this book written?
Shave some off my cheekbones and jaw.
All right, Christina.
Facial feminization surgery.
Christine asks,
You should get that, Drew.
with the little picture of a kitty with eyebrows.
Interesting. The answer is yes.
The question is, would you rather 2 moose-sized cats or 100 cat-sized moose?
It's a lot.
To
of-
win or to have?
It says,
think it's
would
pets,
you?
right?
Would you rather?
rather?
We can only assume it's to fuck. So
No,
I'm
we
gonna
can't. We can assume a lot more than that.
go on, Drew.
As pets,
You
what
can
do you
date
mean to
them.
fuck?
As pets!
You can date them. You can go on trips with them. You can marry them. You don't have to fuck them.
Oh, so it's fuck, marry, kill, moose, cat, and moose-sized cat. Got it. I would rather two. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like the sole difference. Okay, this is untrue. I want to emphasize this is untrue, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I feel like the sole difference between like a lion or like a jaguar and like the domesticated cat is size.
Yeah.
Like if you had a big cat, it would eat you. Yeah, it's not true, obviously, because there's like behavioral aspects and domestication and all that shit. Like, I'm pretty sure we could tame cats that are bigger than us if we really wanted to, and we kept taming them. I think we need to keep doing it, though. I feel like if cats are bigger than us, they just naturally go like, yeah, we want to eat you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like we'd have to go with 100 cat-sized moose.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if this is true, but I feel like people underestimate the size of moose because like when somebody sees it for the first time, they're like, "Holy shit, they're that big!" I've like had that experience a couple times. So like 2 moose-sized cats is like those are big cats. Those are way bigger than a lion
Yeah.
Or a mountain lion.
or a mountain lion.
Mountain lion.
I think I'd go with the small moose because that'd be super cute.
Yeah. I'd go
It
with
would be
small
hard
moose.
to like if they were pets though. That's like 101 Dalmatians difficulty of like taking care of them though.
Yeah, but moose are vegetarians.
That you
And
didn't
cats-
think of that,
True, it's
did you?
easier to feed them and stuff. Yeah.
And cats are carnivores, so they probably eat you.
Are they carnivores or are they omnivores?
I don't actually know. I think they're omnivores, but I think like
No, they're predators.
their digestive system I think is more
they're
tailored to
carnivores.
meat.
They're predators, but I feel like they're like cat food isn't like especially pellet cat food
Yeah,
isn't
it's like-
slain animals,
Yeah, you need
and they know that.
It isn't pure animal, but that's because that's what we give them, right?
Yeah, but like I feel like
But the
okay,
question is,
they're
are they digesting that?
yeah.
Or is it just passing
it's
through them?
irresponsible for people to do this, but some people raise like vegan cats and stuff like that. They still eat
And
the
they
food
can,
presented for
yeah.
yeah, exactly, and they still go on living. So I feel like they have to be omnivores to even be able to process that. Because carnivore, I feel like implies that you can only eat meat.
Yeah, I don't actually know if the
Like, only
distinction is
digest it.
digestive system based or if it's just like in the wild. What do you eat? I don't know that.
Well, that's also tough because in the wild, what we think of as herbivores, like deer and squirrels and stuff
can't
like that,
Eat animals.
and
yeah.
do
Yeah.
and do they commonly do, but it's because it's like so their diet is so varied. It's pointless to just say, well, everything's an omnivore, so we go like, oh, these are herbivores because like most of the time they're gonna look for plants.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like you just have to look in their mouth. You know, like what kind of teeth do they have? In cats, you know, they have like the tear apart meat teeth.
I don't know.
Tear apart. What a scientific term.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna look a gift cat in the mouth.
yeah, right. Because they might have
Thank you. Yeah.
because they might have cavities.
Cat viddies. yeah. Thank you.
But yeah, like cats only have like teeth for ripping apart meat, whereas you know humans we have both molars and like canines, right?
Right.
To
Yeah.
do both.
My
And
parents
so,
own a canine.
and so yeah, you know, like that, and like omnivores, like rabbits, for instance, they have only like molar type teeth, right? So this is the way it is. You know, cats might, you know, you can maybe trick a cat into eating.
And I often do.
You show it a carrot and you're like, "This is meat. I promise."
Oh yeah, or maybe they'll nibble on something out of curiosity, but they're not going to eat it. They're not going to naturally go for that.
Right. Yeah.
All right, we good with this? Yeah. All right. So this next question comes from Jillian. First of all,
Jillian's never coming back.
Probably not. First of all, Jillian drew what I can only describe as a little gremlin being mischievous on her question, and I quite like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
wow.
cool.
Yeah. Also, secondly, Jillian, you have fucking amazing handwriting, and I'm very jealous.
Very nice.
Superb.
Okay, so this is going to be an interesting one. Who has the best hair? And follow up, what would you be willing to do to change that?
Like make somebody else's hair worse.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'd be willing to mix battery acid into Paul's shampoo.
who has the best hair? I feel
Daryl
like
has pretty good hair.
Daryl, yeah.
yeah,
I
I feel
got
like
good
it's.
hair. Yeah, I do.
I mean, I'm gonna be vain
me.
and say it's a tie between yourself and myself.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has bad hair.
Yeah.
It'll a few years. It is bald.
Oh,
But
your-
current-
Well, in that,
your
in that
hair
case, you'll have
line.
no hair. It won't be bad.
No, I'll have some.
Okay. Well, in that case, what are we even doing?
Daryl, for sure. I think it's got the
man.
great amount of texture, and the salt and pepper looks really good.
Thank you.
Man, you edged me out. I'm very sad about this.
You have good hair, but I feel like my
Uh-huh.
my hair also does this when it gets long. It's like harder to maintain, right? And so like,
Oh, I don't brush my hair. I'll accept this fate. Yeah.
And so it's not a mark on you. It's just a mark on anybody who has long hair. Like it's really difficult to keep it,
like
you know,
long-
together, and you know, like to maintain it, and make sure like it's got good like depth in it, that it doesn't like split apart. I also experienced this when I had a ponytail, right? So
I feel like long hair is like notorious for like not notorious, like known for like being elegant and cool and stuff like that. Like for some strange reason, even by virtue of having long hair, people go like, "Oh, look at Paul's hair," or something like that.
That's
Even when
'cause
you
it's
had
more of,
longer
like
hair.
an active choice.
Yeah, but even when you had longer hair, people were like, "Oh man, Drew's hair is like luxurious and shit." Like when it just became beyond
Oh, and it
poofy,
was like super, yeah.
just beyond poofy before you cut it. Because I remember you had poofy, then you had long, and then you cut it,
Yeah.
and everyone was going like, "Wow, Drew's hair is so luxurious." Like everyone thinks long hair is luxurious. So I don't know how that plays alongside the whole hard to maintain thing.
Well, I mean, if you have really like unhealthy looking hair and it's long, it looks like horse hair, then that's probably not
Yeah.
luxurious. I've seen that before.
Yeah, I will admit, Daryl, you have quite nice hair.
thanks.
You're welcome.
I also don't shower every day, and I don't shampoo my hair every day. I actually very rarely shampoo my hair.
So you're not like
I'm
attacking it.
mostly conditioned.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, it's weird. Like the better or the less attention you pay to your hair, the better it gets to a certain extent. Unless you go like really hyper specific and you know exactly what to do. Like in that case, you will have better hair. Like if you know your own hair, because everyone's hair is different, I think.
Yeah.
And you like do your best hair routine alongside your hair. Like if I attended to my hair an hour a day, I could have like those curls that you see in fucking like I'm going somewhere with this, where you'd have it in like the L'Oreal commercials. Like my hair would be like the thing about me, but I don't because I have a life.
because you're not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Nice, well done. But yeah, unless you go that really hyper long with it, where it's just sort of like, oh man, you're really paying attention to your hair. Beyond that, it's almost like this weird fucking parabola where like the less attention you pay to your hair, to a certain extent, the better it's going to look.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What would I be willing to do to change it? I would be willing to add something to your hair, Paul.
Like a bow. Put a little bow in there.
Put a little bow in my hair. Would that edge it out?
That's
If I had a bow in my hair, would you say that my hair is better than Daryl's?
I don't want to make a blatant blanket statement because like you'd have to like have the right bow in the right spot, and I don't know exactly, like you'd have to play around with it.
I'm thinking here.
But it's possible.
All right.
I would add oil to your hair.
I guess it's odd. I feel like I'm second place in this troop with beautiful hair. So I'm gonna say, in order to compete with your hair, I don't think I could imitate it. I could not cut my hair short and try to style it like yours because A, I don't have the salt and pepper thing going on, and B, I think your hair just looks naturally good when it's short, and like my hair happens to not. Which is why I've had it long my whole fucking adult life. You haven't seen me with it short. It stinks. I hate it.
Yeah, we need that. We need you with like a buzz cut and fully shaven.
I would hate that. Also, I hate my ears. My ears stick out real big.
Oh, so you wouldn't want to?
I hate my
really
ears so much.
expose them?
Yeah, part of the reason I like my long hair is because they hide my fucking ears.
Your ears are beautiful.
They are not. They are definitely.
You're a beautiful person.
I don't think that's true either.
Yes. Well, I know, but I'm here to tell you. Every day I see you, you're a beautiful person, Paul.
You're saying this with the veneer of a joke, and this is hurting more than if you just called me.
I'm
ugly.
not. I'm not. Why do you think I'm saying a joke?
You are, you sociopath.
This grin on his face.
To change that, I don't think I'd be able to edge out Daryl with this, but I think I'd be willing to like adopt more of a hair care and go like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I mentioned a friend of mine in the ad chat earlier, Peyton. She's also trying to help me and go like, you need to adopt a hair care routine. I will help you with this.
Right.
And I
I
don't
feel like
trust.
having outside advice is pretty useful in that situation.
Oh yeah, and Peyton has great hair, so I trust her. I don't trust a lot of people with hair stuff, but if you get in my inner circle, there's so many goddamn. When you had longer hair, did people keep asking, "Oh, can I braid it? Can I braid it?"
Yeah, I did
Yeah, right.
when I had long hair.
When you had longer hair.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I hate when people do that. I don't. You guys are probably all feeling neutral about it, but whenever people go like, "Oh, can I braid your hair?" Especially if they start touching it and then say, "Can I braid your hair?"
Yeah.
I fucking hate that
that's-
so goddamn much.
That's,
No, I only
that's
had
invasive.
long hair for like a pretty relatively short amount of time, so
That's
it didn't
fair.
really like wear on me. But I could imagine if it's like a 6-year thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't touch my hair.
You broke.
That's how you strip my hair of my natural oils, right? And that's what makes it luxurious.
like a frog.
Oh, so in that case, what I'm willing to do to change that is just to touch your hair all over every day until there's no oil left for Daryl.
like how you
I'm
could've
USA
just-
and you're Saudi Arabia.
I like how you could have just said that for the joke, because nobody can watch it, but you're like, no, I'm actually going to touch Daryl's hair and ruin it.
Oh my god, that actually smells really nice.
I didn't shower today, so
Hold on.
Natural musk.
Check this out.
it's just like rubbing your hand on my hair and then
Doesn't smell like
It
anything.
smells like your hand.
What does my hand smell like?
Hand.
Daryl's hair, I guess.
it smells like
Hold on. No, that smells really nice. Daryl's hair smells really nice. Hold on. Someone else smell Daryl's hair for me?
God, all right.
Just someone confirm it.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It smells like shampoo.
yeah, it's just conditioner. That's all.
All right. I'll accept that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Oh, we got
Jillian.
another doodle.
Oh,
we got
boy.
a frog smoking a big old cigar.
You sure it's a cigar?
I'm pretty
Might
sure.
be a spliffy.
Oh, it could be a spliff. Ross,
Spliff specifically? Oh, they both drew, Jillian and Ross. That's
Yeah.
really sweet.
given the opportunity, who do you add to your blunt rotation?
There we go.
There it is.
Kermit the Frog or the 44th U.S. President, Barack Obama?
Do they? Okay, living or dead? You get the question, so you get to decide.
What?
Living or dead? Blunt rotation. Like, can I add a dead figure from history to my blunt rotation or not?
No, it's between
I
the
don't
two.
think either Kermit the Frog or the 44th President, U.S. Barack Obama.
Oh, I
are
thought that was just the doodle.
deceased.
I'm sorry.
No, it's literally like, which one would you do?
One of these two.
options.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, my bad.
What the hell's a blunt rotation? Can somebody answer
Yeah.
that for me?
when you smoke weed, you don't keep the blunt to yourself. You
At, like, a
you-
party.
Yeah, like a party.
Like
you
Pat's
pass
the
it
Dutchie
around.
on the left
yeah.
hand side kind of thing?
And then people like talk to each other, and because
So
this
is it just who would you
this
rather
is-
party with, Kermit the Frog or Barack Obama?
Yeah, this is where I'm obviously out of my element, so help me out here. I think when you smoke a blunt, it hits you pretty much immediately.
Yeah, you don't you don't have to. Depending on the strength of the weed, you really don't have to smoke the whole joint. You probably shouldn't.
Okay, so yeah,
you
so
Especially
you're
for
also
a blunt.
Yeah.
A blunt is thick.
Yeah.
so
and
so you're
it's thick like Drew's head.
so you're sitting in like a circle. So because you're getting high immediately, you're also talking to each other. So it's like a social phenomenon as well.
yeah, and it's like the social phenomenon of like smoking.
Oh no,
It's
I,
like-
I get the circle thing. I just didn't know that that's what blunt rotation meant.
I thought it was going to be a blunt as opposed to a spliff, but I didn't want to like say anything
Apparently it's a
about
blunt.
it. Yeah.
I would, as somebody who's never smoked weed before, I would pick Kermit the Frog because I think my first time, like assuming which one's the one that gets you like trippy and high? THC?
yes.
So
CBD
you are
is like
adorable.
the painkiller.
Assuming it's the THC
You're
heavy
such
weed.
a virgin.
I would want Kermit the Frog because I think it would be really funny to like trip out with a puppet and like the perception of reality would be.
I cannot wait until you come out of the closet, dude.
It turns out I've been smoking weed my whole life.
The weed closet? Okay.
All right.
I would go with the. Hold the fuck on. Only
Okay.
Drew answered.
Okay. Barack Obama.
Yeah, I'd go with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Barack Obama high? That would be great.
We can grill him. We'd be like, hey,
I was about to say,
Why'd
yeah,
you
yeah.
strike those people?
yeah.
Wait until he has a bad trip and then go, so what was up with that bombing in Yemen? What was up with that that wedding? You
What
remember that?
happened in Benghazi?
I wouldn't go with Benghazi. If Hillary was in my blunt rotation, maybe.
How? What about the Patriot Act?
Yeah, what was up with that, dude?
What's up with that? Why did you bail out the banks in Wall Street?
Hey,
Yeah, no, you got to get a
Okay,
really
it was
good-
George W. Bush's administration that bailed out the Banks of Wall Street, not
That's true.
Obama's.
He defended it though.
He defended it, but like that's like saying like, oh, Gerald Ford, why did Richard Nixon do those crimes?
Yeah,
You
that's-
pardoned him.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question though. Why'd you pardon Richard Nixon?
Yeah, I'd add Gerald Ford to my. Is he still alive?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think he died pretty.
Just stick a blunt in Gerald Ford's cold, dead mouth,
hey.
and then just like go, "Why'd you do it?"
Inhale.
Yeah, I would probably be Barack Obama, but I think like what we're all kind of forgetting is that you know, there's a good 15 minutes after you smoke the blunt that you're still coherent, and then after that it's like blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 and then you stop like being able to form sentences, and you know, like
Depends on the weed.
you can't. If it's a blunt, it's a blunt we're talking about.
Yeah, it's a blunt.
It's thick. It's a thick blunt, and
Yeah.
you're probably not just smoking once. It's probably going around.
Thick, juicy blunt, dude.
It's probably going around in the rotation more than once. You're probably hitting it a couple
It's a
times.
thick, coming blunt, dude, and I want it
Yeah.
in my mouth.
I want to put my nose in it.
Really got to you, didn't it?
Is this mine? Yeah.
No, this is mine.
All right, go ahead.
This comes from Drew's dad.
Hey.
Discuss what improv would be like on Jupiter.
All right. I'd be dead.
Yeah,
I don't know about the rest of you.
It'd be pretty short. Yeah. Just,
Even with like a
gas
like
giant.
astronaut suit or whatever, you can't stand on anything, right?
yeah, it's a gas giant.
Yeah.
Right?
You could have like, it depends on, man, I don't know if this is Jupiter. I don't know if, I think, I don't remember which planet this was, but they discussed like, oh, if we did have cities on like a planet, hypothetically, it would be like a floating city where you just like figure out like a buoyancy not buoyancy because that's liquids, but like you'd figure out an area where like a city could float and then
like
you
sort
build
of
that.
orbiting.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it depends on the infrastructure. Like, how sci-fi are we going with it? If we're going modern
That's true.
day
If it's
Jupiter,
full sci-fi.
yeah, if it's full sci-fi, we have an improv show. If we're going current day Jupiter, bad news, Dougie, we're dead.
You signed our death warrant.
Yeah, like even if we had spacesuits, temperature not good. We wouldn't be able to see each other. We'd be flying in different directions. Like we just die for the sake of we wouldn't even be able to end scene properly.
Yeah, our tendency to run scenes long would be our detriment.
Definitely.
Also, okay.
This-
Is this the last question?
This is the last question.
Last question.
Oh, we're ending with a banger, let me tell you.
So, yeah, I put this question away because I wanted to ask it later. And now, here I am, the final question asker, asking everybody here. Why do dogs eat cat shit? From Sean.
They don't know any better.
For pleasure.
Because they love
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
They love the smell.
Probably.
There's a
they're-
lot of protein in shit.
And they're curious. And
You're speaking from experience.
and they, you know, they just want to see, you know, everybody's
You're
got to
getting
try.
like tongue tie. You're like, oh, I couldn't imagine eating cat shit.
Everybody's got to try.
Mic feedback somehow.
Yep, you got to try something once. You just
I
gotta
can
see
add
it.
that in if you want.
Okay, yeah.
And,
Yeah. Go up to the podium and explain the cat shit.
Why dogs would eat cat shit?
Excuse me, Mr. President. Why do dogs eat cat shit?
It's because you know, cats are feline friends. Felines also alliterate with feminine. Dogs, dirty, and they like
It's like poetry.
they like to get down, dirty, and dig their nose. A lot of nasty things.
If you could ask President Daryl one thing, what would you ask?
Okay. Hi, Mr. President. Thank you for coming. Hard shell or soft?
Oh my God, leaven bread. Here we go again.
When I'm with my wife, I'm a hard shell all the way. But by myself, I'm more of a soft shell fellow. I'll try anything once, but I'll stick my nose into all of it.
Ew. Ew. Well,
Speaking of gross voices, did I tell you guys about what happened when I went to a convenience store the other day?
No, what happened?
Oh my god, did I not tell you this?
Okay, let's end on this story.
Okay, cool. So, the other day, I went to Avondale to get some groceries, right? And I got...
Avondale?
yeah, dude, corner store.
I don't think anybody's picking up what you're putting down with that.
I don't know. It's like a.
All right, so I got the groceries, right? I got the groceries. Somehow you're gonna make this story less awkward for me, so I appreciate that because we're all gonna remember what you just did there. But I'm walking back home, right? And I live on a, go figure, residential street with like an Avondale in the corner. So you walk by several people's houses. So I'm walking by like one of my like, not neighbors, but like a street away house, right? And I like look at things when I'm like walking by. Like I'm a kind of curious person. I'm like intently looking. So I look inside their window as I'm walking by, and I notice they're watching something on the TV, but it's like a slit of a window because most of it's blinds, right? So I'm like looking inside the window, just going like, oh, what are they watching, right? And so I look for a long ass time, like not
Longer than you probably should have.
like 10 full seconds.
Whoa.
Like I have stopped on the sidewalk. I'm almost
You
like
stopped walking.
Yes, yeah. I
That's
stopped.
so creepy.
I stopped walking and I'm looking over. Oh, wait for it. And I've got my groceries and I'm almost hunched over trying to get to the right angle. And lo and behold, I realize a tad too late that one member of the household is sitting on the porch next to that window, looking back at me, noticing me looking in the window. And I'm me, so I,
I want you, whatever you're gonna say, I want you to get clean close to the mic.
it'll get clean. Don't
Yeah.
worry. I'm gonna project. Don't you worry. I don't want to lean in too close because I might clip.
Paul's gonna clean it up.
Yeah, I'll clean it up. So you already know I need to say something to dispel the tension before I walk away. I can't just go like, oh, and then just like walk away, right? So I look at this person and my brain is screaming at me, say something that's just sort of like, oh, here we are, or something like that to dispel the tension and then walk away. And my brain comes up with me saying, word for word, accent for accent, oh, hello there. And then I keep walking.
You thought that was better? How is that the better option?
Oh, it wasn't. I fucked up, dude. I'm aware of that. That's what happened.
I like how you started the story. Well, part way through the story, being like, I'm a very attentive person when I walk around. I'm curious and stuff.
Yeah.
Just fully missed somebody sitting on their porch.
I mean, okay, you know as well as I do that when you're just sort of looking around, you can easily miss things if you're not intently looking for it.
Sure.
That's the appeal of mystery
So
novels
you
because
just
they
like
pick up on the detail.
on to the TV
Yeah,
screen.
I'm walking by and like you see like keep in mind this is like 11 at night. You can't see.
Okay,
there's
so
no
it's
light on the
that changes
porch.
things,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, I didn't include that detail. Yeah, there's no light on the porch, but there is light coming out of the house.
So it really draws your attention.
It draws my attention, and like the other person is not moving, so it just blends into the wall because it's dark, right? So of course I didn't see them. But yeah, I shouldn't have stopped for 10 seconds, looked inside, hunched over, and then noticed maybe like a shift of an arm and just sort of, no, look over. Yep, it's a person. They're looking at me. They're looking at me weirded out. And yeah, we still hunched over just, oh, hello there.
Sounds like you were sticking your nose where it didn't belong.
Oh! Yeah. And much like Daryl repeating that over and over, it only led to me feeling awkward.
Well, this has been Credit Zero.
This has been another month of fun questions. We really need to do them quicker if we ever want to have an episode ever again.
New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Next episode, we speed run. Deal?
Oh, deal.
We speed run
right,
that
all
shit.
right.
This is the last one of the year.
This is the last one of 2023, everybody. Everybody say your favorite food on 3. 1, 2, 3. Turkey!
Spaghetti.
I'm kidding. Turkey, of course, is not my fucking favorite food.
You just want to rant on how awful it was.
Yeah, it sucks.